Hello everyone, and welcome back to Lotus Premier Education. My name is Amanda and I want to be your college tutor. We have such an exciting video for you guys today because we are here on UMiami's vibrant campus. UMiami is a dynamic, innovative, energetic school filled with lots of really happy students, and who can blame them? Have you guys seen this campus? And it's really important for you guys to learn as much as you can about the schools that you're applying to. UMiami is on a lot of students' applications lists right now, so it's really important that you guys watch this video and learn as many tips and tricks as you can so you can incorporate them into your application processes. So let's start from the beginning. UMiami has about 10,000 undergraduate students. They were founded in 1925, but they only opened in 1926. Do you guys want to know why? Let's take a second to think. It was because of a hurricane. And so UMiami students are most affectionately known as hurricanes or canes. Something you should know about UMiami is there is a lot of school spirit among the canes here. They have a mascot called Sebastian the Ibis, and you can find him at almost any school event. Students really show up for some of their sporting events, so one big thing to know is that the UMiami football team plays at Hard Rock Stadium. That's the same place that the Dolphins play. So they like to joke around here that on a Saturday you'll be cheering for UMiami, and on Sunday you'll be cheering for the Dolphins. Now, a couple of other things that you should know about UMiami. There are 11 schools on campus, but 9 of them are undergraduate schools. You should be applying to the school that is most authentic to your narrative and that you are the most interested in. But what happens when we step onto a college campus? We start learning more about ourselves. Some of our interests can change. So you should also know that if your interests do change and you want to switch majors, it's pretty easy to transfer between the schools. UMiami does have a general education requirement. There are 9 courses in the general education requirement list, which is actually not a ton if you compare school to school. I think it's a really balanced number because it will allow you to get kind of an educational basis while also not overloading your academic course load with requirements. Now, with the general education classes though, you can place out of them if you meet the requirements from your AP high school classes. So this is another reason why you should be challenging yourself with academic rigor and making sure you do the best that you can in these classes. It could pay off in college. So if you decide to skip some of the general education courses because you've placed out of them, you could of course graduate early, or you could fill some of those credits with other courses that are more interesting to you. Today, we learned about a girl who had 3 different majors, and that's because she had the space to take additional classes because she placed out of a lot of them through her AP courses. Another thing that you should know about UMiami is they have a really great study abroad program. There are over 80 study abroad programs in over 29 countries, and there are 12 specific U programs, which is essentially, as they explained it, taking UMiami's campus and bringing it to a really fun foreign location. Essentially, you travel with UMiami faculty and professors and students to a location of your choice. Now, as they also mentioned, if you decide you want to study somewhere else that's not on the list, you can work with the Study Abroad office to find a program that is the best fit for you. Speaking of offices on campus, UMiami also has the Topple Career Center, which has incredible resources for their students. So at the Topple Career Center, you can get free headshots taken. They are all free of charge to use on your LinkedIn or your resume or other applications. Speaking of resumes, they also help students with resumes and will help you put together an incredible one. They have career fairs where you can get offered interviews right on the spot. And they also have a mock interview program and booth where you can do a mock interview, and then they have a 360 camera that will film you so you can critique yourself and give yourself feedback. So we talked a little bit about some of the study abroad opportunities. We also talked about the Topple Career Center. Some other amazing things you should know about UMiami are about their housing program for students. So housing is guaranteed all 4 years at UMiami if you'd like it. Approximately 50% of students are still living on campus during their senior year, which is a really great number. The other super cool thing about housing at UMiami is you are housed with your class. So all freshmen live together, sophomores live together, juniors live together, seniors live together, and the suites are pretty amazing. The residential buildings are all really new, and so students will live in suites with very few students. There's often multiple bathrooms to a suite, so you really have your own space. All the suites have air conditioning and really state-of-the-art resources. Another thing to know about student living and also about advising on campus. You guys know that we talk a lot about advising here on Lotus Premier Education. The student dorms have a lot of live-in advisors. They have RAs and they have other residential faculty members who will help guide you through your time on campus. This is really important because something that we always talk about is that the more the school invests in their advising system, the more they care and invest in their students and their student success. So UMiami does have a pretty great advising system according to us. They also have advisors in each of the colleges, and so you'll be able to really have a wonderful academic advisor at your disposal as well. Now, speaking of living on campus, for the students who decide to live off campus, most of them live within about a mile of the school. But transportation here is great. So there is a metro line that a lot of the students will take. There are several shuttles, and there's other really easy ways to get from here to the residential spaces to the other areas of the city. All the students told me that they do not need cars on campus, although by senior year, likely at least one of your friends will have a car. Do not be fooled when you drive onto the campus, because one of the first things you will see is a few of their parking garages for visitors and some additional parking spaces. Not as many students actually have cars here as you might think. Now, another really amazing thing you guys should learn about UMiami is about their traditions. So on top of their amazing sporting events and really exciting things to participate in, they also have a full homecoming week where students and alumni will gather together for some traditions like the fireworks show over the main lake. And they will also have food trucks that come. There's food trucks on campus pretty frequently. They have a Canes participation event where they will bring a bunch of clubs and organizations to campus at the beginning of the semester. They'll kind of set up tables and tell students about what to participate in. So Miami takes tradition and spirit really seriously, and it's part of why students feel very well aligned with the school. The class sizes are pretty small. So the tour guides that we spoke with today, they all told us that their average class size is somewhere between around 13 and 20, which provides them really good face time with professors and allows the professors to get to know them pretty well. Another cool thing that we've noticed while being here is that UMiami is pretty committed to creating a campus that is also really residential. So there's a lot of spots to eat, there's spots for students to hang out. The libraries have really flexible hours that allow you to participate here during study time. They take safety really seriously on campus. So you have to swipe into your dorm 3 separate times before you can actually get into your room. And all of the campus gates close at 10 p.m. There's a pool that you can swim in when the diving and swim team are not practicing. There is a hair and nail salon so you don't have to leave campus to do some of your daily events. And there's also locations all across campus where you can participate in things like trivia nights and DJ nights. And so this really is a space where students are looking at it not only as an awesome academic learning center, but also as a home for 4 years. And you can really feel that with the students moving around campus and interacting with some of their peers. I'm not going to tell you exactly what it is, but the UMiami tour guides had one of the most fun and exciting and enjoyable traditions of all of the ones that we've seen so far. So you can really feel the spirit and the community and the excitement that students have for their school here at UMiami. One other thing to tell you guys as you are working on your applications, it is always really important that you are as specific as possible about what you want to do on campus with 9 different colleges and over 300 student organizations and over 80 study abroad programs. You cannot just say on your applications that you want to participate in organizations or in study abroad. Be specific and do your research. On the Miami website, they list all 300 student organizations. So go check them out and think about the ones that you would be really excited to participate in and then show your admissions officers. If you guys can get down here, it is a great visit, so we encourage you to do so. But if you can't, we have several resources on our page that will help you learn a lot more about UMiami and other videos that will take you through some of our tips and tricks for your application. So thanks for joining us here on Lotus Premier Education at UMiami. College visits are so important, so make sure to get them in whenever you can, in person or virtual, whatever is accessible for you. And lastly, do not forget to subscribe to our channel for more state-of-the-art college application information. Subscriptions are so important, you guys, so hit that subscribe button, like this video, and drop a comment below if there's anything else you'd like to know about UMiami, or if there's a top school on your list that you'd like us to visit next. We'll see you back here soon on Lotus Premier Education.